This is CES MMA.
All right, welcome back to New Blood here at the Twin River Casino, presented by Jimmy Birchfield's Classic Entertainment and Sports. And we've got another pro debut on deck right now. You take a look at TUNDEE ODUMOSU from Johnston, Rhode Island, making his debut at 27 years of age.
All right, what are we going to call him, Mike?
Tebow.
Tebow.
He is going to be Tebow all the way. We're going to keep it simple. Tebow fighting out of New England Combat, the newly opened training facility by Patsy Sperduto. And, of course, Joe Pingatore, Ruben Ray, among others from the Team Rockstar family trained there as well. So there's definitely some great pedigree coming out of that gym, and we'll see what kind of style they may implement here tonight in his debut.
Yeah, it ought to be interesting. You can see Patty Walsh in there. Patty just coming off a tough loss fight about a month ago.
And I believe that's his boxing coach, Victor Fagnan, who's advising him. He also works with Anthony Marcella Jr., one of the top amateur boxers in Rhode Island. So we'll see if that translates to his stand-up game and if he brings that sort of style with him inside the cage. One of the things I do notice, sometimes they lack the head movement when they get inside that cage.
A lot of MMA guys do. I mean, it's something you and I have talked about very, very much. It's something I tried to do when I fought, and I try to instill in my fighters. Why give a standing target, a still target? It's easy to hit. Keep your head moving. It doesn't have to be drastic, but just enough. It also sets rhythm and tone.
You'd be surprised at how many boxers lack the same fundamentals, Scott. It's not just the MMA fighters.
I should have started fighting younger.
Well, Tebow getting some last-minute instructions from Kevin McDonald.
Well, one of the things my boxing coaches, Tommy Connors and Peter Welsh, would say is if you don't move your head, your opponent will move it for you.
Oh, you learned from some of the best. You definitely had that advantage. And, of course,
I'd have to agree.
And, of course, Tebow with the same. And right now, making his way to the cage from Providence, Rhode Island, Eric Spicely, standing in at 6'1", 25 years of age, training out of Tim Burrell's. Eric Spicely, if you remember, had a tough battle in his debut in February.
Yes.
Beat Cameron Lashnoff by unanimous decision. Not much of an amateur career, not a very brief amateur career for Spicely, and probably at his age wanted to get into the pro ranks quickly before he ran out of time.
Well, you can see his corner. That's Damon Smith. You might coming up quick, give him a hug. But that's Damon Smith and Pete Jeffries. You saw Damon in the corner with myself and Brian. He's one of, if not the best around. You know, Damon's a second-degree black belt under Tim Burrell, and it doesn't get much better than that. And then you have Pete Jeffries down there at Triforce, and here he is tonight. So Eric's very well thought of. You know, he can bring it. He's a purple belt. You'll be I'll be very surprised if you don't see Eric try to get this to the ground. Not right away, but fairly early.
And as you mentioned, a last-minute fist bump from Mike the Beast Campbell, the CES MMA lightweight champion. He's going to be back in action real soon, defending that title.
I can't wait. I need another jumping hug.
As long as nobody steals you from the booth again, we're all right.
Sorry, sir. My fighters come first. My wife comes first, and then the fight.
Great save by Scott Ream. Pete Jeffrey on the outside, applying the last-minute touches here for Eric Spicely, looking to make it 2-0. Now, TUNDEE Tebow did go 1-4 as an amateur, Scott, but he won his last amateur fight in April and probably figured that's just the right time to make the transition to the pro ranks. And here he is tonight making his debut. Weighed in at 171 yesterday, fighting out of New England Combat in Johnston, Rhode Island, and taking on his opponent, Eric Spicely, 1-0, fighting out of Tim Burrell's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in Providence, Rhode Island. Let's send it down to Bill Carpenter for the official introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the New England Combat Bout. 3 5-minute rounds in the cage. Welterweights. Your referee for this contest is Kevin McDonald. Introducing the red corner first. He's wearing solid black trunks, weighing in at 171 pounds, representing New England Combat. From Johnston, Rhode Island, he makes his professional debut here at the Twin River Event Center tonight, ladies and gentlemen, TUNDEE ODUMOSU. Across the cage to my left, fighting out of the blue corner, he's wearing the gray and white trunks. He weighed in at 175 pounds. A winner in his pro debut. He returns to the cage tonight looking to make it 2 consecutive victories, representing Tim Burrell's BJJ and fighting out of Providence, Rhode Island, introducing Eric, the Dreamcatcher Spicely. 3 5-minute rounds, welterweights.
Spicely made his way to the cage, accompanied by Train in Vain by The Clash. I thought you'd have a little more appreciation for that, Scott.
I had a lot. You didn't see me dancing? I also was ordering rum and cokes and asking if anybody had mescaline.
All right, Tebow ODUMOSU taking on Eric Spicely. Spicely in the white, Tebow in the black. Round number 1.
Nice inside leg kick by Spicely and a takedown by Spicely. That's what we were waiting for.
Great start for Spicely.
He's going to maintain a tight position here. Nice, already passed the side control. Tebow needs to get an underhook and start to get on a hip and get out. Spicely's going to do the best he can not to allow that. You can see Tebow has his arm wrapped around Spicely's head. That is not where you want your arm to be. You want it underneath. You want to try to find an underhook. Now he's changing a little bit. Eric's doing a good job of controlling Tebow's hips. You see that left knee in the hip. That's preventing it from turning inside. You're going to start to see some short elbows here from Spicely.
Textbook
knee on
groundwork.
belly, right onto the mount, very well executed. He turns over, a little ground and pound. He's going to stretch him out now. He's going to reach under, try to pull the head up, keep your hooks in, and flatten your opponent out. And try to bring your opponent's head up, bring the forehead up so you get your arm underneath.
It looks like Spicely's a little too high up right now, but starting to get that right position.
That chin he's protecting himself very well. Tebow is with the chin. Now he's underneath and looking from behind. He switched sides, doing a great job. Tebow is trying. Now he changed grips. You see Spicely changed grips for the choke. He's going to squeeze it down. That might be it right there.
Doesn't look like Tebow's going to last, but all of a sudden,
again.
yeah, he switched
and
the grip.
then you see Spicely switch the grip yet again. He needs to drive that elbow, bring that right elbow tight.
That's
there
it. Spicely with the choke out by rear naked choke. This one doesn't last long. Tebow tried his best, tried to fight back, and just wasn't able to hang on despite trying to throw those rights and lefts to break it up. Another big win for Eric Spicely. This one in his second pro fight. He's now 2-0. And it really happened quickly, Scott, right from the get-go.
Well, if we were both saying that Spicely comes from a great school, good, solid jiu-jitsu. It doesn't get better. And he was relaxed. And then he just moved from one to the next effortlessly. There was some resistance given, absolutely, but there was no panic by Spicely. Tebow did the best he could. It was just a superior grappler.
And you really saw that textbook jiu-jitsu. That's what you learned at Tim Burrell. That's why so many fighters seek him out for the tutelage.
Absolutely. Damon Smith, like I said, is a phenomenal instructor, and he teaches it with my guys down at Pro Elite.
There it is. You see Tebow tapping out. Held on for as long as he could. A valiant effort. But Spicely controls this one from start to finish. Well, let's send it down to Bill Carpenter for the particulars.
Ladies and gentlemen, your official time is 1 minute, 41 seconds of round number 1. Your winner by a rear naked choke tap out, Eric, the Dreamcatcher Spicely.